Good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's tropical update on Tropical Storm Fiona. So, Tropical Storm Fiona has made landfall in the northeastern Lesser Antilles near the island of Guadeloupe, and as of 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, Friday, September the 16th, Tropical Storm Fiona has maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 1,002 millibars, and is moving west at 15 miles per hour. It is expected to continue to impact the northern Lesser Antilles with tropical storm force winds and extremely heavy rain for the next 12 to 24 hours, where tropical storm warnings are in effect from Dominica and Guadeloupe northward through St. Kitts and Nevis and the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, as well as Puerto Rico now in a tropical storm warning. We have tropical storm watches across the eastern Dominican Republic, and Fiona is expected to make landfall in southern Puerto Rico very early Sunday morning and make landfall in southeastern Dominican Republic very early Monday morning and move slowly across the Dominican Republic. By Tuesday afternoon, it is likely to be situated over the Turks and Caicos Islands as a strong 70-mile-per-hour tropical storm and is expected to strengthen to a hurricane by Wednesday as it starts to curve north a little bit east of the Bahamas. So looking at the IR satellite imagery of Tropical Storm Fiona, this is not, we have seen a kind of a bad trend here. We are seeing an absolute explosion of convection right as Fiona is entering the Lesser Antilles. So areas like Guadeloupe, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, you are expected to see a whole lot of heavy rain over the next several hours, and flooding is going to be a big problem as these thunderstorms continue to move west over the islands. And we're going to be seeing tropical storm force winds over the next 12 to 18 hours as the system slowly moves west across the islands. So make sure if you are in the northeastern Lesser Antilles, you stay inside and ride the storm out for the next 12 to 18 hours as you're going to be getting inundated with a lot of rain and some tropical storm force winds. Thankfully, the winds are not going to be destructive, only about 50 to 60 mile per hour winds, but still, I would ride the storm out inside if you live in any of these islands from Guadeloupe and Dominica northward. Now, looking at the spaghetti intensity model plots, Fiona is expected to stay a mid-grade tropical storm over the next 72 hours, and then steadily strengthen to a Category 1 hurricane over the next 4 to 5 days, and then possibly become a Category 2 hurricane by in the next 5 days, in 120 hours, as it nears the Turks and Caicos Islands. So start your hurricane preparations if you live in the Turks and Caicos Islands, as Fiona will likely be producing near hurricane force winds in the next 5 days as it approaches the Turks and Caicos. Now, looking at the spaghetti mall plots for where it's going to be moving, over the next 24 hours, Fiona is expected to move just south of the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, and then in the next 36 hours is expected to clip southern Puerto Rico. In the next 48 hours is expected to make a landfall in the northeastern Dominican Republic, and then in the next 72 to 96 hours is expected to move over the Turks and Caicos Islands. And now we're finally going to be looking at the rainfall totals, and this is very concerning, where the European model is projecting widespread 4 to 7 inches across most of the Lesser Antilles Islands from Barbados northward. Towards the northern Lesser Antilles, we could be seeing as much as 5 to 8 inches of rain. Puerto Rico, oh my goodness, is expected to get 5 to 12 inches with potentially isolated 15 inches across Puerto Rico. So make sure you are really prepared for flooding in Puerto Rico. As well as the Eastern Dominican Republic, you are expected to get 4 to 10 inches with isolated locations up to 15 inches. And then even toward the Turks and Caicos Islands, if Fiona is still taking a more westerly track, you can be expecting as much as, oh my goodness, as much as 7 to 15 inches with isolated possibilities of 20 inches of rain. So we are really going to have to watch Fiona as it moves through the Turks and Caicos, because you could be getting copious amounts of rain over the Turks and Caicos from Fiona. But if you're anywhere from Barbados through Dominica, Guadeloupe, St. Kitts and Nevis, British Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and the Turks and Caicos, prepare now for serious flooding, because this kind of rain is going to cause serious flooding. So thanks for watching today's update on Tropical Storm Fiona. I'll continue to closely monitor Fiona as it moves through the Caribbean. Have a wonderful evening, my friends.